Hi everyone, Brian from Bearable Traders. It's Sunday, December 26th. Hope everyone has had a good holiday season so far. And of course, we got through the last week, which is a shortened trading week, and we got a full week coming up here, but it is going to be a relatively low volume week, and no doubt we'll be very quiet on Friday as we go into the New Year's. But let's take a look at how things traded last week and look ahead and see what we got coming for the final trading week of the year. Okay, so let's take a look at last week's action. Week in review here. And of course, markets recovered on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Had some nice recovery on some news that maybe the COVID, this new strain of COVID isn't as severe. And so we had a rally pretty much across the board on all the indexes. The SPY in particular up 2.33%. Actually did close at an all-time high. Wasn't an actual all-time high. Well, actually, it did hit an all-time high, but it also closed at an all-time high, which is, I think, more significant. Qs were up nicely, same with the IWM. Nice bounce after this big pullback on the IWM. So areas of strength and weakness, well, it just flipped around from the previous week. Consumer staples and utilities, typically the safety trades, turned weaker, and the consumer discretionaries, technology, flipped around and became the strong ones of the week. Treasury note, we'll take a look at that in a minute. It inched up 1.5% here. So again, sort of trading in a bit of a range. And so before we get going here, let's take a quick look at my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade. Available there. Money management rules, routines, and strategies of a swing trader if you want to check it out. It's on Amazon. So now let's get down and take a look at some of the charts. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the charts I'm looking at and some of the stocks I'll be watching next week. Start out with the 2-year. Again, we're in a nice trend up here. We're 2 years up over 0.7%. And again, just watching this, I always like to compare it with the 10-year, which again seems to be turning back up again. We are sort of stuck in this range here, but 1.62 seems to be a level of resistance, and 1.4 seems to be a level of support right now. So we're still stuck in this range, but as long as the 2s don't overtake the 10s, we're all good. The transports again had a nice comeback last week. You can see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday breaking up through those moving averages again. And again, you can see the volume was a little bit lighter as we went into the last couple days of the week. Transports still looking not bad. We're still in a bit of a backup into a bit of an uptrend here. And the Dow, nice bounce back Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we're right back as this 36,000 level looks like an area I'll be watching to see if we can get through and hold tomorrow, Monday, and into the rest of the week. You can see here the volume again, sort of same story as we're going to go through all these charge volumes just dropping off as the days got closer to Christmas. On the week, right back up to sort of an area of resistance here. So we'll be watching that next week, see if we can break through it. Same story on the Qs, pretty much. Again, same story on the volume, but momentum indicators all looking like we may be heading higher here. So 400 looks like could be resistance. We break through there, we could be challenging the all-time high of the Qs. Again, on the week, they still look like they're holding this uptrend, 20 moving average. The SPY, again, as I mentioned, we got the all-time high here on the SPY, closing at an all-time high. Not quite an all-time high. Well, maybe it was 471.88. We did actually hit an all-time high, but we also closed at an all-time high, which is more important. You can see here again, volume kind of lackluster as we got into the last part of the week. But yeah, looking SPY still in that uptrend. And the IWM, again, we cut back into this trading range here, and now we're sort of stuck in the middle. We're right under this 200-day moving average, which obviously is going to act as some resistance, which it did on Friday. And we're watching for it to punch through there, and then that next level at the 50-day moving average to see if we can get through that. Again, IWM really just right back into this range that we've pretty much been trading in since February. The dollar been really choppy in this range, but looking a little bit on the weak side. Definitely MACD is heading lower. The stochastics are heading lower. Momentum seems to be coming out of this, so maybe continued dollar weakness next week, which would be good for materials like gold, silver, possibly oil, and also emerging markets. And again, the VIX with the nice strong close to the week we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The VIX just leaked off there, and we're right back down. I'd be looking for maybe a retest of 16 if the markets continue to perform strongly. And Bitcoin seems to be finding a bit of a bottom here. This 46 sort of 200 level was an area we did kind of find some support here. It is looking like it has broken this downtrend. You can see if I just draw this quickly. Definitely in a downtrend here on this trend line, but again, we've popped above it, maybe coming back to retest it before we go higher. But Bitcoin looking like it might actually be turning here a little bit for all the crypto people that are trading that. Okay, so just to wrap things up here, what are we watching next week? Here's some levels to watch for the Qs, the SPY, the Dow, and the IWM. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, the SPY at this right up near all-time high. 472 is the all-time high. We're just shy of that right now. If we break through and close above there, got nothing but blue sky. And again, the Dow 36,000 was kind of resistance through the week, Friday, and again, looking to push through that, 35,200. 35,250, sort of looking like support. Again, IWM still stuck in this range here, 212 being support, and some of the moving averages just above there being resistance. What are we looking for? Santa Claus rally likely to continue next week. It will be a lower volume week. Typically, it's 30% less volume between Christmas and New Year's, and particularly since Friday is going to be the New Year's Eve, it should really taper off Friday. But continued some strength in technology. I would look watching Baidu and some of the other meta stocks for possibly a little bit of action based on this conference that's coming up next week. Market internal still looking a little weak. We still got a lot of stocks trading below their 50 and 200-day moving averages, so a bit of a stock picker's market. We will get an update on home prices, jobless claims, and there will be a Chicago PMI number released during the week, so few little events that'll be happening there. And of course, earnings, really nothing between Christmas and New Year. So that wraps things up. I hope everyone again has had a good holiday, good Christmas season, whatever you're celebrating. And we will be back on Monday, trading the market, 8 o'clock, starting live on YouTube with Jared engineering the markets, then pre-market show, Norm and Carlos or his replacement. And yeah, then we'll be trading the markets open at 9:30 as usual. So hopefully we'll see you all in all those events. And enjoy the rest of the weekend, everybody. Bye for now.